So the bridge is gone, but
The other path is hidden well.
I'd say we find whoever's in charge around here.
To Solace Keep. Let's try to get there, but... Yes, let's go.
This would be a great spot, but there's so many of them. What are you doing here? The homestead up ahead is all run by Zarps. Used to be. The region's getting more lethal. If you think the Salo steppe was hell, the Zarps used to be more peaceful. They've started turning it into one of their villages. There are some Balgrunin living. If someone got rid of the Zarps, it's up to you if you would like to help.
They could have traded the third. Yatsley, remind me not to make you mad. Next one's mine. This place makes Rowatide look like a garden.
You dealt with these Arabs. I didn't have... Your actions will save some blood. Here.
How did you end up in Paradise?
I was drifting. Guess I needed a change of scenery.
No, I mean, why settle in Paradise? Why not someplace else?
It's busy enough to get into trouble, and big enough to get lost in.
Are you sure it's not just because you were close to boats again?
After you've spent as much time on boats as I have, you cherish dry land.
No, I've spent enough time in Thirdborn to know that's a lie, honey.
I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another... No, clearly. I'll be fine. You know me, taking things to... work. Okay, then. Glad you were... There is something that's... Since we entered the Tusks, They seem to be about a village. So... Thanks, Envoy. Anyway. If I must.
I've been researching the hull. Hollowborn crisis. Another spiritual plague. Both...
My. It's rather dusty here, isn't it? How did the dwarves manage?
I'm starting to wonder if those gates are to keep strangers out or locals in.
Welcome to Sorina's Mercy, outsider. There's nothing for you to see here.
You let me out of here right now!
Will you pipe down over there?
I'm innocent!
No. You gave the goods back. That's something else. No rattling the bar.
Oh, thank the God.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to... Don't let him tell about maps and call.
You know him? Then you can advocate for me.
You've got your work cut out for you. But
I admit I took a few things from Pargrunan memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them. You can't line a pocket that's full of holes. Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the Deadfire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life.
we do far.
I just needed to survive.
You can't just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners.
How dare you?
Can't argue with that. You're free to go.
About time. Actually, wait. Take my notes. I'll come up with something.
Oh, how cozy. The blood really brings everything together.
See, Sala's Keep, he said. It'll be an adventure, he said.
Well, isn't this a homely little fortress? So warm, so welcoming.
Outsiders aren't permitted in... You're the reason I got a back. You have no idea how. If anyone asks, I lower it on down.
You think they'd let me get on and ride it to the top?
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to... Your face... It's just like... No. It's...
All right. You're not in the camping spot. Where's the hunting spot? They were supposed to be an hour ago. Idiots. Better not have got themselves...
Kills. We need the supplies. I swear, if they've gotten themselves drunk out there, I'm going to turn them into leather.
Duty won't feed us.
Just like Nandru.
Duty won't keep us.
You
from
have the
dying.
markings. The council is going to lose its mind.
Mihala is going to... I know what Mihala is going to do. This has never happened.
I can't wait to see what the council will say.
Fresh? All this fresh? Idiots. Talk less working. They're not paying us for shit. Barely enough here to feed a child. Barely enough to feed half a child.
Why does the outsider look familiar?
Welcome back to... Wodica snails! An outsider!
Why does the outsider look familiar?
You should open up for more trade.
You think Kostia's right, huh? Think of the food. Better than this mystery meat. That's for sure.
Outsider. She like helping us out?
We've taken... Put... There.
Oh, great.
Mikhala understands the importance.
Mihala is
What
to
is
blame.
crowd?
We need
Get
to open
outside.
our gates to the world.
So,
Just leave
if you
us
have a complaint,
alone.
can it wait? I'm already dealing with an... I don't care who you are. Unless the council has approved it, no outsiders are allowed. And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala. Gods, yes. The wardens take an oath to protect the key. Not that you'd know, but the council isn't known for their temperance. None of... Mihala ordered me to... Not one I wanted. This post has been exhausting. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. One of my wardens, Mina, is she's likely...
The captain is missing. The one in charge? Well, that's not a good sign.
Wake up, Mother. It's me, your little grubbling.
Oh, my dear. It's been so long. How is my grandson, that little blight?
Mother, I saw you.
Are they gonna throw us in the volcano if this goes badly?
Of course they have an elevator. How elevated?
If we open the gates, we will talk about this later. We have a guest. What is the meaning of this?
Nandru's foe.
Glad to know you're already...
We are not so
Where are my guards? Get her out of...
Let's not be rash. The envoy's word carries... Let it never be said the Wardens of Solace are
Very well. We'll deal with the severe breach and... Tell us why you insult our...
Our order has survived the threat of these lands for Wardens patrol the region day and night. There's...
I'm sure Fjord's reign...
We have heard of their inquisition.
A myth.
If my Wardens patrol these lands day and night...
Well, enter they did.
Wasn't that the creature responsible for the...
Perhaps I will discharge a few Wardens to...
You've already destroyed one historical edifice. Give me a reason to tolerate... Indeed. But you've brought us news. What do you expect us to do for you, There is no...
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was... How do you know of our garden, envoy? Mind how you speak of the
The garden is our sacred purpose. It's observation, and he once wrote that the island spoke to him.
The envoy does bear a remarkable
The markings on your face. I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything. Enough. I know you Outlanders to be audacious. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget? We did not lie to you.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to... That is what your supposed steel garrote must be in the... I fear...
Even if we knew of the potential, your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's. But you are an outsider. Envoy, you and those...
Envoy, be practical. There are... Good.
Kostya, see the envoy out of our halls.
With all due... Follow me.
And I thought they'd...
Envoy, I just wanted a word. I wanted to apologize. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths, but Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help. There are just not enough resources to go around. And it's causing... She won't let our people leave or speak with... There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve... It's why I play my part where she can see. She's a zealot, much like your Inquisitor Ludwig, I suspect. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect this. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Do you understand? The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. We will not last here much longer. Not without food. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis... Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one. You were right, you know. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Steel Garou. She does not care about how this situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Steel Garou. Forget duty.
Can't argue with him.
The Inquisitor is a... She has the Ambassador's ear. With her, it doesn't matter how reasonable he... I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's... But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could...
I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Steel Garou... disgusting.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Steel Garou in...
That's a sensible trade in my book.
Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a few... I have been nothing but honest with you. If that is treachery, Mihala believes your empire cannot... After Fior, I suspect you Adirans think of the people... An agreement may protect us from... It might seem a foolish idea. I thought you'd empathize with this more. You are not the first. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope... Of course. In any case, the Steel Garou are at the Mount Forja mines. Do as you will. That will not happen. Also. Well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the living... The monastery hasn't been in touch in days. And I can't... Oh, please. Look, I wouldn't ask if it... The fear that you're right. Look in on him. They are to the north of Solace Keep, along the main road. And beware. If my warden's reports are accurate, there are a considerable number of Zarips between here and there. Look for Elder Grigor at the Ark. Thank you for this, Envoy.
He's in a tough position, but I believe he's trying to do right by his people.
brother?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain. No, the council's still going.
Welcome to... Be courteous while in solace. Check the book. Well done. Funny. Oh, excellent work. Bring my...
What do you want? Depends on what you care about. I heard some... But that's all I've... Such yourself.
Sounds right. Petru wouldn't be... Things would be a lot better if he was still in... Left? That... Something must have happened to him. It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Some people, he usually goes out for a day or two. I figure... I think so too. Look, I know it's... If you happen to... Even a clue as to where he is would... Never thought I'd see an out...
He's been missing that long, and no one thought to investigate?
But Kostya says that Solace Keep isn't... I'm so tired of
Solace Keep.
Don't mean to be disrespectful.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander,
Pargrunen affairs are Pargrunen affairs.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for...
Kostya has a lot to answer for. Poisoning...
Once again, Outlander,
Why won't you listen?
I don't want...
What do you think it means? 55, 56... I lost count.
Talking to Kostya, it's gotta be nice to... I can tell he's struggling against the current, which is a shame. Tradition and history have their... But, you're the... Yeah, Rawatai's grown over the sin. Many were bloody and hard won. We wouldn't have lasted if we stayed a small Almawa tribe struggling against a... Some would, some wouldn't. The question is... Do you really think Kostya and his people are better off sticking around here? Surviving. That... Holler if you need anything else.
I've seen council meetings get out of control. Almost as bad as when I asked the governor. Old customs struggling to fix... It's remarkable, really. The garden is your birthright. If anyone has... Such as the council. Until next time.
Envoy? Sorry. I've been in my... What if... I get there, or... There was a store. There was a young... She was... One day, she just... Oh. The young warden. So she left the tower. Meanwhile... Well, yes. What if I'm seeing the future? I can't stop... You're right. This is a small detour, not a different path. I haven't left you folks behind. Anyway, I appreciate the talk, Envoy. I clearly have some things to figure out. Anyway. Until next time. Envoy, coming back to Solace. I grew up in Solace. They took me in when I was... No, it doesn't. The problem is, I started to get the feeling that whenever I asked about where I came from, "You're here now," they'd say. Oh, they definitely were. What could have been so bad that they wouldn't even tell me about it? I left because I felt like everyone there was keeping something from me. Right. I had to get out of there. And here I am. Back again. Anyway. Pleasant dreams.
That meeting of the Solace Council did not go as planned.
It was a whole lot of exactly what I expected, honestly. It's all processes and tradition. Traditions and arguments over texts written by non-Jews centuries ago. Go.
Same story everywhere. Though, much of Rauatai's history is recorded in chants. So, from the rear. Bet that was part of something once.
What, like it's hard? That's done.
in with a good team. How about you?
How about me?
Why settle in Fjord? The Living Lands has godless ruins everywhere.
Aside from meeting the love of my life there, you mean?
What, you figured out he was the love of your life all in a day?
If you'd seen what he'd done... done the night before, he'd be the love of your life, too.